Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new and you've never seen me before, my name is Empress of Sunlight Tarot, and I'm a tarot reader here on YouTube as well as on TikTok. And today I will be performing the fire signs reading for this Mercury retrograde, okay? That is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius placement. So if you are a fire sign, or you have fire sign in your chart, or you're romantically involved with a fire sign, then this reading will be for you. Okay, do keep in mind that time, gender, and energy are all fluid, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so this Mercury retrograde is happening in the zodiac sign of Cancer. However, Venus as well as Jupiter are both in Leo at the same time as when this Mercury retrograde starts. So your love reading this week, I decided to switch it up a little bit and see how Mercury retrograde is going to be affecting your love life. Okay, it's going to affect your relationships and your connections all together. It's like the theme of it anyway, so I figured why not. Now, before I start, pre-shuffles and channeled songs or downloads. First, I did get a channeled song as soon as I had started channeling for you guys. I got Warm Embrace by Chris Brown. Okay, there was also an energy of embracing each other. So there was double wordplay on the word embrace. There was also double wordplay on the word clarity. So I get that you have been separated or distant from someone, whether it's for a short period of time, a long period of time, whatever, right? And I feel like you or this person have finally come into a sense of clarity of like what this person or what this energy wants, like what the overall end goal is with love. Okay, I feel as if someone could feel maybe like left out and abandoned in some way. There could have been a lot of like secrets or just unrevealed energy that didn't fully come to the light necessarily. But yeah, there were a lot of channels. And then I seen 111 right as I started too. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Once again, this reading will be a little different than your normal love reading. So we're going to start off by getting the theme card for your Mercury retrograde love reading. So cutting the deck to see what your theme card is in love, fire signs for this Mercury retrograde. And you have manifestation. Okay, so fire signs, you are trying to manifest maybe a specific person in your life. Maybe you're trying to manifest a specific type of love or connection in your life around this time. And I feel like with Mercury retrograde, I feel like you're going to start to see a lot of your manifestations come to light, especially because you have Jupiter entering into Leo as well. Leo being a fellow fire sign, I feel like a lot of what you are creatively doing towards your manifestations are going to surface themselves. Next up, we're going to see your next opening oracle for fire signs in love during Mercury retrograde, and I can't make this up. You have reconciliation. It says be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. So once again, can't fake the energy here. I did get the Three of Pentacles, so somebody does want to work something out with you or negotiate something with you. But I feel like there could be an energy of like a win or lose. Okay, I feel like this person could feel like this reconciliation could go 50-50. There was this energy of boundaries or setting a boundary. So maybe, you know, if you are open to letting this person back into your life, maybe there's going to be more boundaries set. Or if you're not open, right, you may end up setting the boundary of, hey, I don't want this person or I don't want this energy back into my life anymore. And so that could be a little bit earth-shattering for some people to hear, depending on who's on the receiving end of it. But it does look like the reconciliation between you and another person is going to be coming forward. Okay. Strong emphasis on distance. I don't know if you live at a distance from this person, or there's just not a lot of communication or something. There was like annoyance as well. That card kind of came out, like being like annoyed with someone. Let's see what else you got. Alright, and you have mirror. So be mirrors to each other, reflecting the truest self. So you guys could be like mirroring this person, whether you do that when you're together or when you're doing it when you're separated. But I do feel like there's parts of you that you see in this person and vice versa. This kind of gives me like twin flame energy, like the yin and yang energy. But like if you notice, like both of these cards so far, they're both facing each other. Like both energies are facing each other. So I feel as though like there's something reflective about you and this person that draws each other in that energy of like attraction. But I feel like there's bits and pieces of this person that you can learn from, as well as vice versa. There's things about you that they can learn from too. And I feel like if you were separated from this person, which I feel like you were because you have reconciliation, so you can't reconcile if there wasn't a parting. But I feel like these are things that this person, or as well as yourself, have finally realized through separation. Like you've learned a lot about this person as well as about yourself through this separative period. And then your love oracle. I haven't used these in a while, actually. You have love affirmation. It says, I am ready for love. Okay. So it says, take a deep breath, exhale and inhale. Repeat this phrase 3 times. I am ready for love. Write the following on a piece of paper and set your intentions. And then place it beneath your pillow before you go to sleep. I will no longer bring people into my life who don't accept me for who I am. I will love a partner for who they are without trying to change them. I will respect boundaries. Once again, there's that boundaries word. I won't stir the pot to create unnecessary drama. And I am ready to invite an equal into my life. And I am ready for love. So this is an affirmation that you're being guided to practice on a day-to-day. They specifically say it helps best when you sleep. So there could be something in regards to sleeping or like vivid dreams when it comes to maybe this person specifically or love in general. But they are saying that this affirmation is something that you can practice on a day-to-day to help either prepare you for love in relationships or to help, once again, manifest this into your life. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. All right, we're gonna get 3 of your hidden secret messages. First out, you have exhaustion with depletion, drained, and long journey. So during this Mercury retrograde, I feel as though you're going to feel this energy of like exhaustion when it comes to fighting off what you want or fighting off what you secretly know. Okay. Like if you guys have like been like repellent towards love or towards relationships, but deep down you know that you want that, it's like you're gonna find yourself at a peak or a breaking point to where you can no longer keep fighting off what you know that you want or what you know that you desire here, because you can't properly manifest if you're not in that energy as a whole. You have to be open to allowing that to come your way. Okay. Next up, you have trapped with stuck, tied down, and captive. Okay, so you could feel like, once again, feeling stuck or tired or too deeply rooted into like suppressing what you know that you want. And I was getting that in your pre-shuffle because you had the clarity card in this deck come out twice. And it was like, finally, it says something like finally getting clear on what you've always wanted or what you know, and not holding back or something like that. So I feel like if you were suppressing something here, I feel like you're no longer suppressing it. And last, you have return with second chance, opportunity, and making amends. So yeah, there is an energy here of something returning to you. And maybe this could be you, right? Maybe you could be returning to someone else, or someone could be returning to you. But there is an opportunity of a second chance, or once again, reconciliation being brought to the forefront here. So let's go ahead and get your spread. So your spread will be a lot different, as you can already tell. We're going to start off with your position. See what your position is during this Mercury retrograde in love. And you have card 20 with Blossom. So this is the Judgment card. So Judgment typically comes around when you have learned or experienced something already that is resurfacing. It's a repeating of something, just making a better judgment call on it. So your position here is using your discernment, using better judgment in a situation here than you may have once before. Okay. Your challenge with this Mercury retrograde is the Two of Wands with spreading your wings. So yes, this is that energy of being open, okay, being receptive towards change, receptive towards a new path. And for a lot of you, that's why you feel exhaustion and trapped, because you feel like you can't get out of something, and it's because you're not authentically feeling what you feel. You're trying to shut it off, you're trying to turn it down. And your challenge here is to be open to the new, or open to what's in front of you rather than shying away from it. Your unexpected energy with this Mercury retrograde, you have the Nine of Cups. So you are getting a wish fulfillment here, fire signs, in your Mercury retrograde during this time. So you are going to get some type of wish fulfillment. You're going to get something that you once wanted before and now it's coming to life, or something that you want now that's going to come to light here. And you have manifestation, so I'm not surprised that you are getting what you want. Your advice is the Ace of Swords, clarity of belief. So getting clear on the truth, your truth, getting clear on the situation, and finding that sense again once of clarity. This is the third time that clarity has come out. So definitely Spirit is advising you to stand in your truth, be authentically yourself, as well as speak your truth, right? If there's an opportunity, because you have opportunity, if this person comes back around in your energy during Mercury retrograde, use this as an opportunity to not only release what you've been stuck with emotionally and mentally, but use it as a way to express this to this person. Get it off your chest, right? Say what you have to say. And last, your outcome is the Six of Cups. Can't make it up. The past returning. Six of Cups is so Mercury retrograde. I can't, I swear. So yeah, your overall outcome is finally returning back to a love or to a dynamic or connection with someone that you had a previous past history with. Okay, so we're going to get the tarot to get more of this energy. I'm going to move this actually. All right, so let's see. The King of Cups just flew out. Okay. So, Spirit, show me more for card 20 with Blossom. Show me more for card 20 with Blossom for fire signs during Mercury retrograde. Okay, Page of Pentacles. That is that energy of an opportunity presenting itself, right? As well as making amends. I feel like the Page of Pentacles can be an apology of more so with effort, right? It's like, okay, can we talk this out? Or let's set something up so that we check in every now and then, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's something that's small but has consistency to it. So there is an offering here. Show me more for 20 with Blossom for fire signs during Mercury retrograde. Show me more for card 20 with Blossom for Mercury retrograde. Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. Yeah. There's this opportunity here that wants to, once again, make amends, surrender to something, put down the swords, put down the fighting, and come to some type of realization here. Waking up out of a stubborn or fixated mindset or feeling and accepting what's actually happening. I should have just cut the deck with this. I'll probably do it for the next portion. But you do have the Two of Wands. So you got the Two of Wands twice. Okay. But with Judgment here, once again, I do feel like this is something that is going to help you see the future as far as like what you're looking for or what you are potentially wanting to explore more of. Okay. Eight of Cups. You're walking away from one thing to move towards something else. Two of Swords. That is that energy of choosing to see the truth or see the reality here. King of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Cups. Ace of Cups just flashed. Yeah. I don't know, fire signs, you may have somebody that comes back around to want to mend things with you, or to get in your good graces, or just to kind of keep your energy around. But I feel like you might not be open to that. I feel like you're open to hearing whatever this person has to say, or you're open to the apology. But I feel like as far as like getting back together with this person, I don't necessarily feel like you'll be getting that, or that you want to do that. Now, it could be different for everyone, obviously, but I feel like, once again, you're choosing the new path forward here because you want to see what's out there. Okay, something about this person or this connection has a lot of burden to it, and I feel like you're looking to see what more there is rather than staying stuck and confused about this particular person or about your position with this person. Okay, with the Two of Swords in reverse as well, once again, there's that energy of wanting to finally like come clean to the sense of truth, which Blossom is supposed to do that. The Judgment card is supposed to do that. And I feel like the truth that you're coming to realize is that you don't feel stable and you don't feel content here with this person, because it brings a lot of confusion to you. It brings a lot of uncertainty, and for some of you, this can just feel like wishful thinking with this person. Like, this could be a person or a connection that really plays on the hopes and fantasies of the connection to kind of reel you in, but there isn't a strong deliverance in the physical. And so you could definitely notice that, like, this is a person or a connection where it's like, I don't feel content, I don't feel reassured, I don't feel the physical efforts of this taking place. And you can definitely be starting to like put your foot down with that, and recognizing that that's just not something you want to do anymore or engage with anymore. There's the Ace of Cups flying out again. To the Four of Swords. So yeah, you may end up expressing this to this person as well. But I also feel like, once again, you don't feel entirely safe or secluded with how this person has made you feel in the past, as well as how they currently make you feel, right? So this offering here, I feel like it's something that you may like ponder on, or you may like sit and reflect on. So if this person is asking for like a answer or a decision with something, you may kind of like sleep on it, or you may like, oh well, let me think about it, or let me get time or whatever. But I feel like overall, I feel like you're gonna possibly choose a different path anyway. But this is your challenge. So for a lot of you, you are feeling kind of stuck or trapped between like a rock and a hard place, because you're like, well, maybe, you know, I really do love this person, or I do care about this person, and I did see a future with them. However, me staying tied to this person, or me staying stuck to this person, always makes me feel depleted. It's always exhausting because I'm doing most of the work, or I'm the only one trying in the relationship. And so for a lot of you, you can feel tied between two options, which is why your Two of Wands is your challenge. Okay, so let's see why that's also here. I'm not going to shuffle the way I just did, because that took entirely too long. I'm just going to cut the deck. Spirit, why is the Two of Wands here? Okay. All right. Two of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're recognizing that the offer, once again, Ace of Cups, the emotional offer that's coming through can sound really nice and can feel really nice, but once again, it lacks the stability. It lacks the physical, okay? It doesn't execute properly. With the Ace of Pentacles, you can feel like the foundation of this connection with this person has never been or will never be built on something solidifying. And with the Five of Pentacles, there could be this like energy or truth of like abandonment that is resurfacing. Okay, so there may be like this realization or information that's brought to you, or maybe even a confession with the Seven of Swords in reverse, of a truth of like why you felt abandoned, or why this person may have abandoned you. Now, if this isn't coming in directly towards you, this can be, once again, that epiphany, right? Coming to the clarity of belief, recognizing the truth that this person makes you feel abandoned, recognizing the truth of you feel alone, you feel isolated here, and you don't feel like you're together with this person. You don't feel like this person has your back or supports you or supports the connection the way that they should, which is why the foundation is rocky. Magician in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Magician in reverse is quite literally romantic illusion. Okay, it's illusion. It's playing on, once again, the hopes and fantasies and the dreams of what you want out of this person, or the future in regards to that. However, this upkeep of fantasy here, whether you're engaging in it or whether this person is delivering that to you, it's a facade. It's a facade that wasn't meant to last. It's a facade that's not meant to obtain structure for long term. And with the King of Pentacles here, I feel like you're being guided to go down the path, or go down the journey that is stable, that is real, that is securing. Okay, so your Nine of Cups. Spirit, clarify the Nine of Cups here. Why do you have the Nine of Cups? Nine of Swords in reverse, the Three of Wands, and the Sun. Yeah, I feel like you have drowned in so much sorrow and stress mentally for so long. Once again, that energy of exhaustion. And then I feel like with the Three of Wands, you're ready for new experiences. Okay, you're ready for new doors and new chapters opening up for you. And I feel like you are finally allowing yourself to see what is to come, rather than focusing on the Two Wands that you have in the past. Focusing on what made you feel exhausted and made you feel discontent and things of that nature. Okay. You also have the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah. So I feel like there is some clarity, obviously, that's coming through, and happiness and wish fulfillment here after not receiving that before with a past person or with a previous person here. Ten of Cups in reverse. You felt like your happiness was robbed, or felt like you weren't as happy as you could be, and there could be a potential person, maybe a feminine earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, doesn't have to be, but there could be a feminine earth sign energy that could be coming to you as a new possible suitor, or as someone that gives you the cups that you did not receive once before, or come in on like a softer energy. Okay, you could be engaging with somebody who's a bit softer, or who presents themselves a lot more peaceful, as well as a lot more willing towards this connection with you. Page of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this person is coming in to emotionally help you heal, or help you down this emotional journey of, once again, a breakup or separation here, where you felt like you couldn't fully express how you felt, or you felt like you couldn't really express who you were, or being who you were. So if you did separate from a person, and they're returning back, and you're deciding to look in a new direction, or to like leave this person behind and look towards someone new, or just a whole different direction in love, I feel like you're going to come in contact with a newer energy that helps you through this challenging breakup or separation that you are going through. Okay. Your advice with the Ace of Swords. Spirit, clarify the Ace of Swords here, please. Cutting the deck. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, you have the Nine of Cups. Once again, the Devil card, and you have the Empress in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're recognizing that a lot of your, a lot of what was holding you back could have been a toxic feminine, like a distorted Empress, or distorted feminine energy. Once again, this could be a, like an ex, or maybe like a, like somebody who may have been very like, how should I say, like very involved or whatever in a opinionated way. But I feel like there is strong wish fulfillment here, because you're recognizing a lot of what was like tied to you in an unhealthy and toxic way, especially if it was like with this person. I feel like you're recognizing that's what had devalued you, or made you feel devalued in some way. I don't even know if that's a word, but yeah, I feel like there is this like aha moment, this epiphany of like what you want. This person may have made you feel like it was unachievable, or that you couldn't have it, but it's like you can have it. Now, you might not have been able to have it with that person, which is why this can be really difficult for you to accept in that case. However, what you want, especially if it's something that didn't work out, does not make you any less than, does not make you seem or feel or come off as someone who doesn't have value or doesn't have worth when it comes to love here. Okay. And lastly, to clarify the Six of Cups. Clarifying the Six of Cups. You have Seven of Wands in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this past energy here, or your outcome position, is you recognizing that a lot of your subconscious and your fears and paranoia of past energies, of past relationships, or just past energies with this person is what kept you closed off, is what kept you defensive from wanting to be open and reach out and explore new heights, and it kept you feeling stuck and feeling trapped. The Hangman is literally like being in limbo, feeling trapped, feeling stuck or tied down or captive in a way. And this experience with this person definitely could have done like a big number on you, which is why you have depletion, drained, and exhausted, because I feel like that's definitely how your energy responded to this experience. But I feel like if you are engaging with a new person or coming into contact with a new energy that's a bit more lighthearted and charismatic and making you feel a lot more content with yourself, I feel like if you don't heal or work on these wounds of exhaustion or of depletion, I feel like the cycle will start to continue. The cycle will continuously play a part in the new connection or towards this new person if you don't allow yourself to be open to accepting love and experiencing love in all different forms. Okay, so this is what I have for you for your love reading for Mercury retrograde. Your zodiac signs present in your spread. You have Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, strong Pisces, Taurus, and Capricorn. So, but this is what I have. If this reading resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. You guys can also book personal readings with me through my bio as well as my description box. Also, don't forget to like, share, and comment as well to get this video out there to people who may need it. You guys can also subscribe so you guys are notified every time that I post. Readings typically go out Wednesday through Saturday of every week. So yeah, but that's what I have for you, fire signs. I love each and every one of you, and I will see and talk to all of you very soon. Bye, guys.